Welcome back to Living Local. Restaurants across the country and here in the QCA are facing a crisis 18 months into the pandemic. The National Restaurant Association estimates that nearly 1 in 6 restaurants shut down across the country. Many establishments are now forced to reduce hours or even close on some days because they can't find enough workers. Chef Stu is here in studio today to talk more about that topic and more on specifically how he is coping with this labor shortage in this segment sponsored by Zeke's Island Cafe. Chef Stu, thank you so much for coming in.
Thanks for having us.
Yeah, we're going to have some good perspective here. So how hard is it right now for a restaurant owner like yourself to find employees?
It's pretty difficult. The pool is much smaller. Everyone has a job because everybody's hiring. So it's kind of difficult. There's not as many people looking for this type of work either because, you know, kind of the feel across the country is that maybe they don't need to do that kind of work anymore.
Right. That's something that we've heard a lot about. I mean, economy-wise, there's hard to find people, but specifically in like restaurant and hospitality type of work. Why do you think that is?
Well, it is service. And it's kind of been the thing, you know, if you need a little extra money, you kind of dive into the service industry for a little bit, deliver some pizzas or become a bartender or wait some tables or something like that to make a few bucks. There are very few career people that, you know, that's what we would call our leaders or the full-time people that's what their career is. And there are very, very few of those that are available because the career people are now getting paid pretty well.
Right. So what kind of modifications have you had to make for these types of what's going on right now?
Well, so we've made quite a few things. One is that we've taken some things off the menu. 2 reasons for that is product availability and then skill set required to produce those items. I mean, I'm going to say that I've been into a few restaurants where I noticed the menu's a little bit smaller, it's a little bit tighter. Some of those fringe items are maybe not going to be what we're going to see for a while. It's not bad. It's given us a chance to kind of sit back and focus on what's really important to our customers and provide that.
I kind of forgot about the supply issue too that you mentioned as well. Not just labor shortages.
Yeah, and it's not just the product. It's not just the menus. Then we also have our hours are changed. We now have lunch hours and dinner hours, so that we have a break in the middle. So we have fewer employees, but they're higher skilled. And so generally they're going to need a break in the middle of the day. Otherwise they're there from open to close.
Yeah.
And back in the old days that was okay. You know, when I was an apprentice to being a chef, you know, you just worked till you were dead. But that's not what we want to be. We want to make sure people have a little bit of work-life balance so they can leave in the middle of the day, take care of you know, their life, and then come back and help us finish up.
Now, when it comes to attracting workers, what kind of incentives are you offering people who apply to your restaurants?
Well, that goes back actually to the last question a little bit. We offer
not being able to work the whole time, that helps probably.
Yeah, the 5-day work week. So we are probably committed to that for the long term. In the restaurant industry, you got to be open to make money and all those kinds of things. But what we've realized is that we have quality people who want to put out a great product. We have great customers who count on us to put out a great product, and we can do that consistently 5 days a week. You go beyond the full-time hours, then you've got part-time people doing work, and how interested are they in that work? Part-time employees are great. They help fill in things here and there, but it's hard to ask somebody like that to take a leadership role for 1 day a week or 2 days a week. So I think that 5-day work week is really going to be an incentive for our industry. I mean, I've never worked 5 days in my life, you know, in 1 week, so I'm looking forward to that. But then also, we're working diligently to get insurance in there. That's been a big request from people. And so we hired actually people saying, okay, you know, come on board, we're going to work on this. We get enough people that want that, we're going to move that in. And so that leads to like the retention. So we do actually have really great employees. And we're hoping that we can keep them on board and they can really have a future with that.
Now you mentioned so incentives like benefits and things like that. Now customers will look at those types of things and start to assume, okay, then they're probably going to, you know, prices logically would go up to follow. Right. Is that the case or is it not?
Well, we have increased wages, and with the incentives that we're offering, it will cost the company more money to maintain those employees. However, I know that we're all in this together. This pandemic has affected everyone, whether you actually got infected, to quote a friend of mine.
Right.
So what we're going to do starting next week till the end of the year is we're going to, instead of raising our prices $1, we're going to lower our prices $1 across the board at our two locations, our two Zeke's locations in Bettendorf, Duck Creek, and the new one in downtown in the RME. Those two locations. The other one's not actually open. That was one of our, we had to close it, retool it.
Yep.
So those are going to be across the board on Monday. It'll take us over the weekend to lower all the prices on the internet, but it'll be for all online orders, in-person orders. And we just want to, reward our customers for being so loyal to us. And I know we're going to get through this together.
Awesome. There you go. There's your answer. All right. Now, one thing that hasn't changed, though, we got the good food. So
food. Oh, yeah. There's food.
Today? Let's get to something else.
So, again, to reward customers, because we do have just amazing customers that have been so supportive long before the COVID outbreak. And then when that happened, they were huge on tipping our employees really well and all those kinds of things, just really aware. We are bringing back a favorite as a feature at the RME, and this is our Cubano sandwich. Hopefully, can you hear the applause? No. It's like the #1 requested feature that we have.
Ooh,
so I just grilled this up for you. It's Swiss cheese and our famous pork and ham and these amazing pickles. You just got those nice sliced pickles. And then you grill it till you hear that crispiness. That's the key right there. This isn't actually our real grill. The real grill can handle about 5 sandwiches at once. I'm going to put that out there. That's how we would do it. You are welcome. Oops. I put it wrong way.
I was going to say,
you are welcome to take a bite of that if you think you can.
I'll grab the one that's not pointing towards the camera.
And but that goes over pretty well. We'll be running that later this week, and that'll be only available at our downtown location because the machine that we use will be there.
Okay. Just there. There you go. It's exclusive then, people.
So come to the RME and have a Cubano.
That is excellent. Chef Stu, thank you so much for coming in. Thank you for bringing the victuals as well. Again, Zeke's Island Cafe is this segment's sponsor. For more on what Chef Stu has to offer on his menu, go to Zeke'sIslandCafe.com. We'll also have those details posted on our website, too, at ourquadcities.com.